Yo, what is going on, guys? Core here. Welcome back to another video. It is episode number 3 of Misfits Season 1, and we're here today on top of the Villager Trading Hall. As you can probably tell, we have made some pretty big progress in between episodes, and this has just been down to motivation and some other things. So this is going to be a bit of a strange episode. Number 1, my sodium has broken. Now, sodium, if you don't know, is a mod that optimizes the game a lot, and does that by rendering things differently. Mine's broken, and I have to use shaders, otherwise I crash when I go through portals. And I don't know why shaders fix that, but they do, so you can enjoy a treat today. We're going to be using some shaders, so enjoy that. And the other thing is that, yeah, this is all going to be pre-recorded. So, yeah, there's a lot of progress updates in this video, and that's primarily what it's going to be. I'm going to get a bit of the nether tunnel built today, but aside from that, it's all progress updates. So, in between episodes then, what has this geezer been doing here? As you can see, we've been working on this villager trading hall. Not only have we got all of the guys in here, which we had originally, 2 have escaped, but that doesn't matter too much. But if we go through here, you can see we've started to get a bit of an expansion here. Through here, I've got all of my iron traders. So if I need emeralds at some point, I'll just come through and I'll grab them from these guys. I've also got my golden carrot traders over here. For the most part, all down to 1 emerald per golden carrot, or per 3 golden carrots, except this guy who needs curing. And then for the keen-eyed among you, you may see this thing here, which is a bubble elevator, which takes us up to the surface. Now, last episode, or in fact, this might have been in season... This was in episode 1, wasn't it? Well, I said this. So, my base is going to be up there, that is right. There's going to be pathways, there's going to be buildings and whatnot. But everything that's going to take up a lot of space like this will probably go underground. So this thing will take up potentially like a 30 by 30 area. Maybe even 40 by 40. And that's a little big for the surface. So I'm just going to have a simple little building up there with a bubble elevator that will take us down and plonk us right in this little trading. And I meant it. All of the big stuff is going to go underground. And so we have got this building here, which is sort of like an entrance going down. Not finished yet, don't judge me. However, you can see it's all coming together now. There is even a spider making itself at home there. But yeah, the base for the most part is really coming together now. And you can see the futuristic theme that we are going to be going for. And yes, we've also got our portal up and running. The one that's over there has now been unlinked, and this goes through to here, which is actually going to be my personal hub with my tunnel connecting to it. Now, I have been working on this a little bit. I'm struggling for end rods right now and cyan terracotta, but we will certainly be getting to those soon. Anyway, this kind of just turns the corner over here, and then you can sort of walk your way over to the shopping district, which I have something there to show you. So then at the shopping district, it looks a lot different from when you last saw it, and in fact, a lot different from when I last saw it. We've got this new shop coming up here. But we will start off with the most important here, which is the bookshop. So you can see we have made a bit of progress towards it. This is basically complete now. I've still got to get a couple quartz blocks to, you know, get the pages of these books in place. But for the most part, this is all done now. I still need to fix up the interior just a tiny bit, but yeah, it's all good for the most part. And you can see it is forever making diamonds, which is super nice. Now, unfortunately, speaking of all these books, I have lost my stuff 3 times in between episodes, all within the space of like a couple days. Just silly mistakes, really. This is another shop as well, which is now my favorite shop, despite it being slightly rude. You can see it sells all the bushes, and we do love bushes, so yeah, that's cool. I know I've already spent quite a considerable amount on that shop already, but today we have made another 5 blocks of diamond. I say today, I only really check that every week or so. So, you know, it's not technically today, but still. Anyway, since last episode, we've also had a member get banned. Okay, we've had 2 members get banned. Wow, English. We've had 2 members that have been banned, those being Mandrew and OJ. They were found to be duping. They were duping all sorts, from tripwire hooks to carpets to rail. And I know you may think, that's not a lot to dupe, that seems really silly to get banned for that. But duping is duping. The way I see it is a dupe, no matter the scale or quantity, whatever you want to say, of the dupe. If you dupe a full box of netherite blocks, that is as bad as duping tripwire hooks to me. The reason he duped tripwire hooks apparently was to sell to villagers, and that is gaining an advantage, so of course he did get banned for that. On the upper side of that though, we've had a couple new members join us yesterday and they seem to fit in really well already. So this shop is basically obsolete now because those two owned this shop together. And they sold Frogolite, and the Frogolite is slowly being cleared out, as well as the slime, I believe. But yeah, this shop's probably going to stay, just as a bit of a memorial, but more of a decoration rather than a shop. And it's going to go on the lake here, probably on a lily pad. So then, that isn't it of what I've got to show you. And yes, Core has been a very busy bee in between episodes. So me and Freya, who are practically besties at this point, got together again and started on a Guardian farm together. We both really like the aesthetic of Prismarine, not to mention XP and things like that. So we got together and we started work on a Guardian farm. And luckily, this chap here decided to press record. So you guys can enjoy the lovely time-lapse which I worked very hard on. Okay, this was about 13 different clips all merged together in a recorded in a very weird order. So, you know, lots of effort went into this, so. You know what time it is? You should be hearing some music just about now. So grab yourself a drink, sit back and relax, and don't forget that popcorn. Enjoy! Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed that time-lapse. I really love working with time-lapses when there is water involved. I think just the shimmer and the shine of the reflections just really add a lot to the visual quality of it. Anyway, this thing's now done, and you can see there are guardians absolutely pouring out of this thing. Now this isn't done yet. We're not going to be bothering with decorating this too much. We may just tidy up the sides and whatnot. The only thing left to do is for Freya to come by and to light up the caves beneath the surface. Because the thing is, these guys take up part of the hostile mob cap, and so do the amount of creepers and skeletons underground there. So this thing will become a lot more efficient once we can do that. But for now, if you just need the odd stack of sea lanterns, then it is a really easy way to get it. So let's head back over to the base. But cool, why are you in diamond armor? Oh my goodness, yeah, I died. Now, the reason I died is because this is now about 4 or 5 weeks since the clip in the shopping district. Yes, that is how long this video has been in progress for at this point. Now, yeah, I have died like, dare I say, 5 or 6 times and lost all my stuff since then. But aside from dying, I've been a busy bee on the server. Back at the base, you're gonna see something pretty strange. Oh my goodness, someone stole all of Core's stuff. How could they? Chill out. It's okay. No one stole anything. I tidied up. I know. It doesn't seem real, does it? The only thing that is left is some netherrack, just in case I need some nether brick or something random like that in the future. And these organized books that I have here. Now, the rest of the stuff that was here, we had like 12 or more double chests. I think it was actually like 24 double chests. We had a load of shulkers and everything like that. They have everything has been sorted into this beautiful system. And last time I was here, that was closed. So that just shows like how I don't come through this way anymore. But you can see we've got everything sorted into the relevant chests. And I will fix that just for those with OCD. There we go. But you can see everything's now getting sorted into the chests that aren't labelled. We've got everything. Here's my favourite chest, moss and azalea. Lovely stuff. We've got dyes and lights in here. I don't know why quartz slabs are in there. That needs to be changed. But yeah, the most part, everything is starting to get really filled up here. And it's really awesome. It's starting to look lived in too. You can see we've got a load of stuff here. But yeah, that is it for my base, really. The other thing is, I have added these 2 trading halls, which weren't here last time. So let's just go inside. But oh wait, this is actually closed up now because Core's been doing work. So if you want to get inside there now, you have to take the only official entrance and come up onto the surface here. Into the back of this village ahead. And we can travel down. And when we do, we will end up inside our iron hall, I like to call it. The reason why is because this is the place you go to get your iron. Through here, we've got the classic trading hall, which was here last episode. And in addition to this, we've now got this awesome exit, which I will take in a moment. But the last thing to show you in here is, in fact, going to be this sweet elevator here, which is my own designated storage when it comes to books. And you can guess how this is going to be used, right? A load of books, 1 chest for each book type. We've got the books here, and we've also got some emerald blocks here. But that is really it for the villagers. And to get out of here, we're going to use this fancy emergency exit. I say emergency. It isn't for emergencies, it just happens to make a really fast and easy exit. So yeah, you can see the base is really coming together nicely now. And next, I would like to head over to the shopping district. Before I do that, at the start of the video, I mentioned how my sodium was broken. I actually have got that fixed now. That is how long it has been since the last clip. I managed to roll back my graphics drivers, which were causing an issue. And yeah, if you're having the same issue with sodium and it crashing when you go through portals and only working when you're using shaders, then do consider rolling back your graphics drivers. That helps me out. But anyway, since last episode, I wouldn't have shown you the Nether Hub. Me and Alyssa have been really working away at this thing. And it is ginormous. If I can land on this scaffolding, have a quick nosy around. So you can see we've got a 101 by 101 room here, which is massive. Now, the reason for this is that this is actually 8 times smaller than the shopping district island itself. Why 8 times smaller? Well, 1 block in the nether represents an 8 by 8 area of the overworld, which means that the entirety of the shopping district should be covered by this room, in theory. So if we had a portal out here, it would either come out over the ocean or just by the shore. The plan is with the floor, it's not going to just be open like this forever. We're actually going to be having a 1:8 scale map of the shopping district as the floor. We're going to do it in the form of carpets, just using the wool as different colours to represent the areas. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because it looks awesome when Hermit crafted it. That's the only reason. The shopping district is on a mushroom island, which means that if the shopping district wasn't split up into different biomes, we'd just have one big purple slab as the floor, right? Well, that is where me and Freya have been working. I mentioned to the other misfits that it would be cool if we could split it up into different biomes, and that is exactly what we are going to be doing. So the big major biome that we have to focus on first is indeed the lake. Now you can see this thing here is looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. Wow, words. if I do say so myself. Worked really hard on this lake. It's all custom. This used to just be flat terrain from here to here, and we have dug this down, filled it with sand, and filled it up. And we are working on this custom cliff over here, which someone has been destroying. Now, this is just super cool. It gives people an opportunity if they wanted to make a shop in the form of a boat. They can do that. They can have like a nice little sailor boat or a ship or something like that, and that can be a shop. Now, we have got this crack starting to form on the surface of the lake here, or the bed of the lake, rather. Now, this is going to be a little gateway that goes down to the deep dark biome. Now, I'm going to have nothing to do with this because Freya is basically an expert on the deep dark at this point, and I feel like I would just get in the way of her creative liberty there. So I'm going to just step away and let her do what she wants with that. I mentioned it'd be cool if we could have like a fissure in the lake that you could swim down into and then come up into the deep dark. So I think Freya's going to now take lead on that project. But the rest of the shopping district then is going to be split up into biomes, as I just said. And you can see we've got one here, we've got one here, we've got one big one here, which is split up into little tiny ones. Now what these are going to be is we've got like a caves biome area here, we've got a volcanic one here, we've got nether biomes here, so we'll have like warped forest, basalt deltas. You get the picture. Now, they are just some of the biomes that we have coming into action here. We're going to have a plains biome here, of course, too, which is now, I think, my favorite area of the shopping district, because it's the only area of the shopping district. But this place is looking really good. This bee is going to be moved pretty soon, because you can see it is literally 2 blocks embedded into the floor here. But yeah, that is how the shopping district's getting on. Sadly, I didn't record the time-lapse, but that was because I was having issues with things crashing. So, yeah, I just decided, hey, I'll just show this as a progress update instead of just trying to piece together 20 different clips of a time-lapse. So, me dying then. Oh, baby. That happened, last time I died, it was when I stopped streaming. I came away from my computer, and then later I came back, and then just found out I didn't log off. So I had been killed by phantoms in spawn chunks, meaning that all my stuff had despawned, because these places are permanently loaded. So what we were doing on stream was making some Did You Die boxes. I know, ironic, right? So after stream, what I did was I just came down to Core's brand new Did You Die Emporium, and I just took out one of these boxes here. So, this place is a really nice addition to my shop. I've been planning to do a Did You Die service for quite some time now, and as you can see, we sell pretty much maxed gear, except for Silk Touch and Fortune, which are available for free when you purchase a box. Here is the lectern. I'll let you read through it at your own pace. Make sure to pause it if you are interested in reading all of this stuff, but for the most part, it's pretty simple. Take one of these, and you pay 11 diamond blocks. You can take 4 books here, whether that be 2 Fortune and 2 Silk Touch, or 3 Silk Touch and 1 Fortune. You get 4 books in combination. But yeah, this is the shopping district, and next episode, I'm sure it will be exactly the same. I don't intend to work on this any more than it actually has been, because a lot of my time lately has gone to this place. And yes, that is my golden carrot shop. I bet you can guess how it works, right? Put a diamond into there, and some golden carrots come up. Aside from that, I've been doing a lot of streaming on Twitch, so if you do fancy catching one of those, make sure to go follow over on twitch.tv/coregamer101YT. That YT will be going soon. I've got plans for that, so yeah, stay tuned. But yeah, everyone, that is going to be it for today's video. We're going to put shaders on to finalize this episode here. That is going to be it for today. This episode has just been the way it has been because I had no motivation to do any kind of recording in between episodes. I just haven't got around to it. I've been doing a lot of progress and just like chilling out, enjoying myself rather than focusing on recording and making a YouTube series. So sorry for that. But next episode we should be back to our orderly mannered progress on camera rather than off camera, and I show you. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe if you really loved it, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Bye.